I'm Elizabeth Rodriguez with the National Hispanic Media Coalition. Welcome to NHMC Building Community. Today's guest is none other than a TikTok star with more than 2 million followers in just under a year. And now he is taking Hollywood by storm. Please welcome Leo Gonzalez. Leo, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Yes.
much. Thank you.
Thank
Since no
you.
one else did it. It's fine.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
I gotta admit, ever since we heard that you were gonna be on here as a guest, all of the NHMC staff was so excited. So we are very, very excited
Thank
to
you.
have you. How are you
Thank
doing?
Good. Make yourself right at home.
Yes.
I'm good.
You have your own mug too?
Yeah. Look at this.
Yes.
Look at this.
NHMC.
Thank you.
So I read that you're originally from the Central Valley, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So how was it growing up in the Central Valley, and how did growing up there kind of influence the person that you are today?
It was horrible. Imagine I just start off like really. No, it was great. The Central Valley, as you know, is so full of agriculture, and you can see all of Mexico, or I saw all of Mexico and all of my friends growing up, which was really exciting. It's a really big deal for all of your friends to be from everywhere, you know. And so I grew up with a lot of people who had big dreams of getting out and doing some like big stuff, you know. And it's really exciting, encouraging.
That's good. That's so good to hear. I also saw that you also did kind of start out in news. So what did news teach you when you were working there?
News. So I did news. So news when I was like 10 years old. Some news photographers from Fresno taught me how to edit when I was like 11, actually 10 or 11. I was super into like angles and stuff like that. And just wanted to know how to do it, because I think I saw like early on like how much power there is in storytelling, which, you know, at that time my only way of doing that or seeing that was through news, but I never wanted to do news. I wanted to do stories, and you know, not you know, a house fire or like you know, a suspect on the run type of thing. That was never my calling, not my business. And there's, you know, far more people that are interested in that. But I wanted to get into news because I was like, maybe this will be my way to get into telling stories, like, you know, 60 Minutes type stuff. And so, yeah.
This interview is very serious.
This is very 60 minutes, like, yeah. Yeah, so I you know, I learned a lot there in news, a lot of technical stuff.
So speaking of angles, do you know your right angle now that you have so much experience?
I don't have one.
All of it.
I'm just like, whichever one you choose doesn't make a difference.
Yeah. So when you were telling stories and learning the craft of news and photography and all of that, did that inspire you to go into TikTok? What made you pick up TikTok?
I just made a TikTok really to watch other people's videos, because I was on Twitter watching videos that people had shared on there of different TikTokers. I was like, I want to watch more. People are so funny. And so I made an account in January of 2020. And I didn't go in like with the intention of making content, because at that time I was at my fifth TV station, and this time I was like ready to be on air. Like, I thought I was like ready to be on air. So I in my own mind I was like, all right, 5-6 months away from like being a VJ and going from there. But I decided to make a TikTok just because there was the green screen at work, the Weather Center green screen. So I was like, I'm just gonna see how it works. I never edited a video with a green screen before, and so I shot a video, and the talent spoke for itself. No, I shot the video, and like that night I had like 10 followers turn into like 5,000 followers that night, and then I don't know, after that I was like, all right, well, I have some more ideas if you like that. If you thought that was funny, like there's like a few more things I can cover. And so from that point forward, just kept going. But I never had the intention of like being a TikToker. I I've never even used the app like the actual functions that it offers. I've never actually used because I just edit
You edit all on your own?
externally, and then I just upload and
Do you remember the first time you went viral? What was
Yeah.
that like?
Yeah, it was that. Well, it was that day. I just watched the numbers at like literally like minutes. It was like 20, 30, 40,000 likes going so much growing. I think it's like 600,000 likes or something. And I was like, I don't know what to do with that info. So, yeah, it was crazy. I told one of my coworkers that day, as a joke, I was like, I'm gonna leave in a few months. I'm gonna have a manager and everything. So learn how to treat me, as a joke.
So a lot of your content that you do for TikTok kind of revolves around news and playing a news reporter, what news reporters are like right before they go live.
Yeah.
Were you ever nervous that anyone from news were going to see that, or maybe if someone inspired it?
No, because they're all like that. Like a lot of them are like that. I was like, if you watch it, I love when news reporters started posting it on their stories, and they were like, I feel attacked. I was like, why? You're acting. When you do it, you're acting too. So I'm like, shut up, shut up. No, it's just crazy. It's cringe. Like news reporters are so cringe. It's so funny, because I'm like, because they know they are too. But like, I just think it's so funny because everybody's cringe. Everybody, all of us in all of our jobs, all of our employments, whether you're a security guard or a reporter or a teacher, like we're all playing a part of someone else that we've seen. So, like, it's cringe. It's funny.
Yeah. We all know that the TikTok algorithm is just wild and crazy.
Yeah.
What is on your FYP page?
I can't say it. Imagine. No, my For You page has always been a lot of like wholesome videos. I think it's because when I made the TikTok, I was watching a lot of videos of like something I'm obsessed with is like families giving gifts. Like, so every time I see that, I'm like double like liking it and sharing. I just love it. And so that's like all I get is like like I love when like this is kind of dark, but like I love when like I don't love when someone dies. But like I love when someone gifts someone else in their family like a blanket of a loved one who passed away. Cause like I just like sit there like it's such
You
a
need a
special
minute. You need a
moment.
minute, right?
It's so special.
Yeah.
That I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's all I watch. That and like random people in other like countries in El Salvador like doing skits with their parents, little dances or whatever. I've never seen like influencers on my For You page. Like I've still never seen like actual TikTokers on my For You page because it's just the videos that I see are all videos with like 12 likes. Like it's all like I don't know why, but it's fun.
Is that what you like to watch when you're on TikTok?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like the most rewarding stuff. Like I want to see like normal people doing like normal things and like making their shy dad do a dance. That's special, you know. All emotional. And just edit that part. That's special.
The close-up shot.
And imagine.
So a lot of your TikTok page is very comical. Do you think you're going to change the landscape of where you plan to go when it comes to your own personal TikTok?
like change into like a different genre.
Yeah.
I'd like to. I don't think that people are ready. I think I've tried. I think I've tried. I don't think people are ready. I think I've tried. Like, I've tried to do serious videos, and then people are like, ah, shut up, Junior. I'm like, I cried for you. Like, I'm like, so I'm trying. I think at some point, like, I'll try to go into that, but I think people are just used to like a certain type right now, and it's like what I can do right now.
So you also recently joined Familia Fuego. which is a group of 5 Latino content creators.
Yeah.
So how does it feel being surrounded with people who are just as creative as yourself? And do they inspire you to create more content?
Inspire me? No, they don't. Do I inspire them? Imagine. I'm just kidding. Come on. No, yeah, that collaborative is amazing. It's like so it's put on by our management agency. Whaler got the 5 of us together, and I knew 3 of them before we moved in. We had never. One of them we had met in person before, but I'd known them and I'd been a fan of them. And so when we moved in, it was so crazy because it's just like they moved us into this house in Hollywood Hills. Yeah, those hills. No, no, yeah, they moved us in there and they just like gave us resources to be able to make content, which is like crazy. Because like when I was in Nevada before coming to LA, I was doing stuff like in my room, like my little like tiny room with like my cloth green screen and ghetto lights and everything. And so like I went from there to Crenshaw to this like mansion with like a whole designated studio and just these people giving us like all the tools we needed to make stuff, which is like crazy because I feel like there's a lot of companies who during like Hispanic Heritage Month will add something to their logo. You know, like they do for like Pride Month, they'll add like something to their logo, whatever. But DirecTV, sponsoring this house, that goes beyond like being cute for Hispanic Heritage Month. Like that, like they really like supported like the livelihoods of 5 Latino TikTokers, and like gave us everything we needed and an income and opportunities to do things that we hadn't done before. So it's like that goes beyond like cute, words or art.
So growing up in Hanford and then Nevada and now in the Hollywood Hills, what does it mean to you to kind of look back and then see the growth that you've had and where you are now?
Yeah, it's crazy. It like just doesn't make sense. Like it just like I don't know how it happened. I didn't see it coming. Like I said, it wasn't my intention to do any of this. I was trying to be a reporter 2 years ago still. And so watching it, I feel like what happened was that my assumption is that my dream just wasn't big enough. And I think that God knew that I really wanted this, but I was settling for something that just felt more attainable. Because like when you're in Hanford, it's like you don't feel like it's like likely like I'm gonna go to Hollywood and I'm gonna go do something. Like that doesn't seem attainable being in Hanford. It's just like that's so far, it feels so expensive and you have to like know people, you have to and it's like I think I was just really scared. And then being in Reno and doing this whole thing on TikTok, I felt like I snuck in through the back because now like I've been able to do things that I didn't think were possible, even when my dreams were the biggest I thought they were. So watching that happen is just like overwhelming and it's an honor. It's nice.
How do you like the Hollywood Hills so far?
Oh, well, we did move out though. We moved out of the hills.
What hills are you on now? Beverly Hills?
Have you heard of Beverly Hills?
A little bit.
Heard of Beverly? Yeah. Have you heard of Rodeo?
That one I haven't.
Yeah,
I don't think I have.
Yeah, that's okay. No, I'm just kidding. No, we moved out. We were there for 6 months in the hills, and now I moved to the San Fernando Valley, so not in the hills anymore.
Will you come back?
It's okay. I don't know.
Am I
It was a little too big. You can come over.
Oh, okay.
You can come over. Can you cook? No, that's okay. That's
For you,
okay.
maybe. Only for you, because you're a special guest.
Okay.
Okay. What do you like? What's your favorite food?
I'm down for enchiladas anytime.
Okay, then I can do something.
Can you do enchiladas?
Enchiladas, I can.
Okay.
That's like the only thing I can't do.
Really?
Tortillas a mano, that one too.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm down.
Multi-talented.
I'm per. I'm down for that. I love caldo. I love soup. Can we talk just about like what we like? Caldo de res, albóndigas,
Yes.
anything. If you
Here's
ever,
the real question. Do you eat caldo in the summertime?
I don't care.
Okay.
No, because people online are like, oh, my mom. I don't care. I don't care how hot it is. I don't care. Caldo. I don't care. I want caldo all the time, no matter what. I don't care if I'm sweating. And like my mom, she had a few strokes a few years ago, and so she hasn't been able to like cook since then. But she made the best. So like anytime, like if I can have someone, one of my, Jesus from the Familia Fuego house, his mom literally cooks like my mom used to. So it's like it's nice. She cooks so bomb.
A taste of home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm always down. I had mole the other day that I love, but that one was not good. That one was not good.
So moving out to Southern California now, do you have a favorite like taco spot? What's your favorite place to go?
My favorite, my favorite taco spot. I don't know, cause look, I'm sorry to Los Angeles County, but Hanford has
Hanford?
such bomb food. And in LA, I'm like, nah, cause y'all use the same salsa everywhere. Everywhere it's the same guacamole salsa, same red. I'm like, you guys have an original thought? No, I went to this place the other day by downtown, and that one was bomb, and it was so good. Um, but there's a place in San Fernando that has some bomb chicharrón. I'm a hoe for. Can I say that? I'm a hoe for chicharrón.
That's good. That sounds good. The chicharrón, not the whole
For
part.
the chicharrón.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've seen you so busy these last couple of weeks and months. You've been at red carpet after red carpet after red carpet. I lost track of all the celebrities you've interviewed. What's it like being in those spaces?
I live there now. Nah. No, it's crazy. I just think it's crazy because it's like these people like I have spent so many hours watching, and then just like you have to just like play it cool. The other night I was at the Mayans premiere, and it was like I was like in between Danny Trejo and Edward James Olmos, and I just like was like, and then like I look like I worked there, obviously, like I'm pretty sure like they were just like, oh, here's my glass. Like I was like, oh yeah. Um, no, like it's just crazy. Like I don't know. I usually don't feel it when I'm there though. Like it usually takes me a few days. Like they're like, damn, look who you were with the other day.
Yeah.
And it's exciting when they like know you too, because it's like that doesn't make sense. That doesn't like register as like that was. I'm like looking through my mind, like, what do I do with that info? Because like when they know you, I'm like, no, you don't. That's crazy. Don't say that. So it's fun. It's nice. I'm glad that they let me in because when I was in Hanford, I used to send a bunch of emails trying to go to like a red carpet to be part of like press.
Yeah.
To try to interview. And even when I was working in Fresno at one of the stations, I would like try to use that and be like, oh, can I interview you for this channel? Whatever. And I always got rejected.
I might have done that myself a couple
Yeah,
times.
right?
I know exactly what you're going through. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So now it's like cool to just like be let inside. I'm like the first time I was let in, I was like, y'all sure? Okay. Yeah. So.
That's awesome. That is so cool.
fun.
Has there been an event that you've gone to that just means a little bit more, it's a little bit more special than any other event that you've attended?
I think like the Premio Lo Nuestro red carpet was crazy because I love music more than anything else in this place. And when I met some of my favorite musicians that I listened to before TikTok, like when I was just like really like going through some stuff, and my mom was really sick when I was still before Nevada, before when I was still in Hanford, and before TikTok was even an idea, and like I'd be like at the hospital with my mom and everything. I'd be listening to certain musicians, and so I met some of them in Miami, and like they knew me, And that was so crazy. Like, that was so special to me. Cause like, that doesn't make sense. That's the theme of this. It doesn't make sense. It was like, that was special. And then, you know, obviously, like, doing stuff with people like Lilia Stefan is like cool because like she's literally like the after school show that played.
Recuerda la Flaca?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember those days.
Yeah. So it's like it's special to do that because it's like it hits closer to home. And the Mayans thing the other night was so special. I feel like every red carpet that I go to has something for me, even if it's like small. There's someone that says something that I like needed to hear or that was like a missing piece in one of my questions, you know. And I was like, oh, like I'll think like I needed that. But everything that that I attend, someone will say something or I'll meet someone that's just like, oh, that helps me.
Have you been starstruck by anyone that you've met so far?
I've never been starstruck by anyone since I started, except for Eugenio Derbez. When I had dinner with him in November, and I literally sat down at the table, and I was so like I look stupid. Like I sat down and I was like, and he's just like sitting there with his wife, and they're eating and talking. I'm like, and he just like makes a joke. I'm like, like stupid, like an idiot. I look so stupid, but I was just like watching him, like, oh my gosh, because you see him and he's like so like you can just see his cup is so full, and that's such like he's so inspiring in that way because it's like I get so inspired by like certain people, creators, producers, who are like grinding and they're like really doing their thing and they're working hard on this project and this project. But you see Eugenio Derbez and you just see someone that's just like having dinner with like a belt of things that he's done and people who he's made laugh for so long, who he's made happy for so long. And he's just there and he's not on his phone, he's not talking to a manager all, you know, important. He's just like with his wife. And like his wife stood up and like made an announcement and he's just like looking at her like just so lovingly and like this is like just like respecting her. Like that was just like that was a moment where I was like, oh, that's inspiring too. Not just the work and the grinding, the hard work, trying to be this, but also just the realness of being a person. Yeah, and then I made a video with him after for TikTok, and you can just see the TikTok. I'm like, it's like shaking. I'm like, ugh.
You're so excited.
Yeah, it was crazy. So he's the only person that I felt like that until you.
Okay.
I was about to say that until you, because I walked in here, I was like,
It's a bit.
what is she doing here? Yeah, and one day Conan O'Brien, if I can meet him.
That was my next question. We gotta speak things into existence.
Yeah, Conan O'Brien.
If you're listening.
Conan O'Brien. That's my dream. Just to do anything. If I could just get him coffee or get hit by his car, like whatever we can do, I'm fine with. I think he's the most like he's been like my inspiration since I was a little kid.
That's awesome. Well, I'm gonna speak it into existence too.
Imagine you're like, Conan, come in. I'm like,
can we bring Conan in?
Amen.
Bring out Conan, guys?
Conan.
Okay.
He comes from the back.
Like the Ellen show, just like pops out. That's awesome.
Speaking of Ellen, I like this because when I sat down like Ellen. You know,
Yeah, it just fit perfectly.
Except for like my arms did a lot of work in that moment. Okay.
So do you have any exciting projects that you kind of want to like clue us in? Is there any exclusive that you can give us?
I'm like, you're gonna have to wait. Like those stars, like you just have to wait. No, I'm working on some. I'm writing right now. There's nothing that's like in production or anything yet. But I've been writing a lot, and I'm hoping I'm almost done with my book that I've been working on for a few years. So
Is it like a memoir?
It's a memoir, yeah. I started writing it before TikTok, and now that TikTok has happened, it's like
Can you give us a
even
little
crazy.
exclusive as to what we can expect in this book?
To cry.
Okay. Of laughter or sadness? Both?
No, I think both. Yeah, yeah. I think it's a cool little story, and it's a story about like God doing things that are crazy. So,
And now you're here, from Hanford to Hollywood.
from Hanford to Whittier.
Whittier. Leo, thank you so
Thank you.
much. You've been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for giving us your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Gracias.
Oh, it's just water. I'll bet. Okay.
Room temperature okay?
It's not, but it's okay.
Got it. Thank you so much for watching NHMC Building Community. To make sure to follow us on all our social media platforms, and to learn more about our organization, visit nhmc.org. Thank you, and catch you next time.